It was 1 week ago today that St. Catherine's teen Christen French disappeared. Today, Niagara Regional Police say they have received hundreds of calls. And as CFTO's Tom Hayes reports, one caller witnessed the suspect's car leave the area where French was believed to have been abducted.
Inspector Vince Bevan says his officers are taking up to 60 calls a minute.
Callers are providing information not only about vehicles, but people as well. All of these tips are useful and hopefully will continue.
Police say they have received information saying that the cream-colored Camaro or Firebird left the parking lot of the Grace Lutheran Church and headed east along Linwell Road. The witness says the car was driving erratically towards Geneva Road. Meanwhile, at Holy Cross Secondary School today, students started a green ribbon campaign.
It's a great feeling knowing that whenever we look at our green ribbons, we think of Christen and hope for the best.
Christen's parents are also wearing ribbons and, like the students, have not given up hope.
They feel so strong that the same as we do, that she's still out there, and they just want to express that feeling to the public and to Christy, if she has a chance to watch, that everybody's behind her and to hold on until the police get there and get her.
Tonight, police will start a street-proofing program. Parents of school children can take part tonight at Centennial Library. Tom Hayes, CFDO News, St. Catharines.
Police in St. Catharines hope they have a new lead in the disappearance of Christen French. Police want to talk with the driver of a gray Horizon or Omni who may have witnessed a cream-colored Camaro speeding from the area where French was last seen. CFTO's Tom Hayes reports.
Niagara Regional Police say the driver of the gray Omni, similar to this car, could have vital information in the abduction of Christen French. Police believe the cream-colored Camaro suspected in the abduction left the Grace Church parking lot on Linwell Road and headed east. The Camaro, driving erratically, may have turned onto Geneva Street, where it nearly collided with a gray Omni or Horizon in the intersection of Geneva and Scott. If you were the driver of this gray Omni or spotted the car in the area, you are urged to phone the hotline number at 1-800-267-6357. Police received this information yesterday during a spot check along Linwell Road. Today, police are following up on other interviews with some people who say they may have seen the cream-colored Camaro. In a sad twist of this story, police say there is a group in St. Catharines asking for donations on behalf of Christen and the Holy Cross Secondary School. Police warn that these solicitations have not been authorized by Holy Cross or the French family. Tom Hayes, CFTO News.
Good evening. Immense relief tonight and some closure for the families of Christen French and Leslie Mahaffey.
Gruesome videotapes depicting the rape and torture of the schoolgirls have now been incinerated during an emotional gathering. CFTO's Alicia K. Markson spoke with Christen's mother, Donna French, in St. Catharines today.
Every time those tapes were viewed, it's a violation of the girls involved. And to know that that's not going to happen again means a lot.
Donna French is grateful that after a long battle, the horrific videotapes of her daughter Christen and Leslie Mahaffey being raped and tortured by Paul Bernardo are finally gone forever.
It was very, very emotional. There was the Mahaffeys, and my husband and my son was with me. There were members of the Green Ribbon. Chief Bevan and Chief Nichols was there. And Superintendent Gary Bolio, who arranged all of this.
The tapes, which were incinerated, helped convict Paul Bernardo of 2 counts of first-degree murder in 1995. They contrast sharply with this home video of Bernardo and his then-wife, Karla Homolka. Tim Danson, lawyer for the French and Mahaffey families, says all known copies of those tapes and a significant amount of other materials were destroyed yesterday in an undisclosed location.
As everybody knows, the Supreme Court of Canada has said no to Bernardo. And therefore, in our view, there are no further legal proceedings and therefore not required for the administration of justice.
The tapes were not discovered by police during a comprehensive search of Bernardo's home after his 1993 arrest. Bernardo's ex-wife, Karla Homolka, eventually told police about the videotapes and testified against Bernardo as part of a plea bargain. She's serving a 12-year sentence at a women's prison in Joliet, Quebec. Homolka's lawyer, Mark LaBelle, says he is totally in agreement with the destruction of the tapes and contends the move won't have any effect on Homolka's case because she doesn't want to appeal conviction. Donna French says the destruction of those painful images is the best Christmas present her family has had in over 8.5 years. This Christmas, Christen would have been 25 years old. Alicia K. Markson, CFTO News, St. Catharines.
Of his father, Ken Bernardo, who, the Bernardo family is a very quiet family, obviously a notorious family. But I've interviewed him, and he has a number of things to say about everything from, the move from Kingston Penn and other things.
Okay, and there's another element here that I know that you talk about, and that's the fact that Russell Williams' family is now talking to the Bernardo family.
That's right, and it's interesting that they were both, kind of in this wing. And it's strange because Bernardo and Russell Williams actually traveled the same path. They lived in the same neighborhood in Scarborough. They went to the same college, and I think even crossed the hallways at the same high school at times, same malls. And Paul Bernardo's father said that, while they don't acknowledge that they knew each other, and I'm told that they did know each other by police sources, but they haven't acknowledged it. He wonders if, Paul has told him he wonders if he may have passed by him or run into him here or there, that kind of thing. But anyway, the news is that Ken Bernardo says that he regularly, several times, has spoken to Mary Elizabeth Harriman, who is Russell Williams' wife, when she was going to visit him. Now, Russell Williams, as part of this story, has also been moved to Quebec. I don't know the prison that he's been moved to. I'm still trying to work on that, but he has been moved to Quebec. And the Bernardos and the Williams, I guess, waiting in the waiting room, if you will, for their prisoner loved ones, have got to know each other. And Ken Bernardo described Mary Elizabeth Harriman as a very classy lady. Now, that's not how a lot of people feel about her. In fact, that she sued the OPP for damage to her home when they exercised a warrant to search the home. I think a lot of people wonder about how it is that most of the treasure trove of evidence in the Russell Williams case was found in her home with her there. And having, the question I would ask her is, did you never trip over any of it or wonder about bags of, of women's clothing, etc.? So pretty interesting look at the underbelly of the penal system here in Canada.
Joe, great introduction to this story. We would urge our viewers to definitely either pick up the Toronto Sun or check out the website. This is incredible, and I know we're just kind of tip of the iceberg right now. There's a lot more to this, and I know if anybody's going to dig up the dirt, it's going to be Joe Warmington. Thank you so much for joining us.